Welcome to build day 2 as the Kaylee wanders. Flip it back around so you can see my ugly mug. About 8:30, almost 9. I was a little lazy this morning. I could have been out here at 7 again. It was in between 7 and 7:30 when we got out here yesterday. So Ann went and watched the day 1 footage yesterday. She did it this morning while she was having her first cup of tea. If you noticed a boo-boo, I showed a map, one of the maps that showed the tent placement. She discovered that this tent is in the wrong spot. It belongs here, but it's supposed to be up against the house, not up against this wall. So the 3-foot gap I've got over there is supposed to be over here. Right now, it's going to stay right where it's at because I need to get this all enclosed off. And I can't do that until we get more of that out of the way. So, it's fine for now. The tent's not staked down. Something else too. We have the water wall going in here. I got 2 more partitions to put out here. And I got the pond framing I need to put in before I could do that. And the liners that go in right here. But the 2 partitions that are supposed to go out here are supposed to go underneath the tent pipe to help support the tent. And I wanted them to support the tent because I have a leg that was supposed to go here, which would have been in the middle of the pond. So we didn't put that in. Which means this area is kind of unsupported at the moment. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the leg in temporarily. And then when I'm ready to do the liners and stuff in here, we'll take it out because by then this will be supported. So I got to get in here and do that. And the reason why I'm worrying about it is I've got plywood that goes up in this hole and it actually rests on the pond framing. And if I don't have, or not, it doesn't rest on the pond framing. I'm not awake yet, but it rests on the tent and on the framing and everything, and just more weight, and this would bow more. And I don't want to bend the tent pipes, so we're going to go ahead and put the leg back in. So I've got that tent, which we'll deal with later. The tent leg that needs to get done today, and we got a Kaylee sniffing around. But we did pretty good. Pirate display is ready for skinning. We got in over here. I still, from that tent leg over there down to about here, need to get the partitions up, which is going to be one of our major jobs today. We've got to get in here and get bracing done, especially on this wall, because it's really wobbly. That wall's the same way, so we got to put some bracing in. And so we're going to be having some fun in here today. But we can get the partitions up, the pond framing up, or not pond framing, bracing. I got pond framing on the mind today. But get the partitions up, get the bracing up, then we're going to go through and start putting skins up. And we'll see how far we can get things skinned, both of the Pirate and the water room. I'm hoping tomorrow to actually do the pond framing in here to get the ponds laid out. We also are going to need to get the video pumping station, the rest of it out, get the pieces for the water, get some of the larger pieces in here before we get too much of the maze. Sorry, I'm not awake yet. So my mind's kind of all over the place at the moment. Breakfast of the day. A Dutch apple pie. Not a slice, the whole damn thing with a lot of whipped cream. There's your breakfast of the day. Get you some sugar so you have some energy, because I wish I had some energy. Yesterday it took a lot out of me. I slept like a rock last night. But anyway, we've got partitioning to do, we've got bracing to do, and we got skinning to do. And if we can get all that done today and still have time, Who knows? I might do something else. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But for right now, I can't do anything until I get my tools and stuff out here. So time to put the phone down and start dragging stuff out so we can get to work. Oh, I've been at it today. Dripping like crazy. It's up in the 90s again. 95, I think they were saying it was supposed to be. But it's going on almost 3 o'clock. I'm late for walking Kaylee. I've been pushing it over here in the pirate display. This is the first section of the maze totally complete. Skins are up. All the way through. We're going to do the bar in here. And the other enclosure, and there's the exit. The other enclosure will be for the ship's wheel. Ship's wheel's going back in that corner there. Now we had a gap between the tents. So I went and I put a sheet of plywood up there to keep water off this wall on either side. Reason being is I was thinking of putting Jen's picture on this wall with a bar underneath of it. And I don't want that getting wet. It needs to be covered. So I figured, okay, we'll put a piece of plywood up there. But now the more and more I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about putting the bar over there. And it'd be underneath the tent. And either way, this will help keep it dry. The plywood is not attached at the moment. It's just wedged in there. I didn't attach it because we still have the netting to put up in here, which will come at a later date. Right now, we're just getting the skins and the fencing up in here. So, I've got to go walk Kaylee, and when we get back, we're going to start getting the skins up in here. And I'll do the same thing. I'll get the skins up, we'll get the plywood up, then I'm going to be bringing the pond framing in here, getting the ponds laid out, so I can do the fencing. This is going to be a 2 or 3 day job. Just in this area. It takes a while. Anyway, figured you needed a segment because this is the only thing I've shot since opening. So here's another segment for you. Now Sue-Ann's just getting ready to call dinner. I think I better give you a third clip. Let's get, there we go. Started there. Got around to that, and then we just finished that there, and it's just going on a little after 6. We normally eat dinner around 6, so I figure I'll give you a segment. I'm gonna go grab dinner and cool off a bit. I still need to do that over to there and that panel yet, and I'm thinking I will have just enough to do it. I hope. We're going to come out here tonight after dinner and keep working until these skins are all the way up. Now, if I have the energy after we get the skinning done, and we'll have to see what time it is, I'm going to need to get out here. I'm going to try to get a sheet of plywood on here, and then a half sheet down there in the other bump out down there, and get that all taken care of. But it will be interesting to see how far we get. It takes a while to put these skins up. It's not a real quick and easy thing. Though doing these skins are a lot easier. I've got 2 or 3 different styles that have lights in them, which means after I put them up, I gotta go through and wire them, and those take forever. Haven't gotten to any of those yet, and actually they're all going out on the driveway this year, I do believe. But anyway, I'm gonna go grab dinner, and we'll see what we can get to after dinner. Well, we got somewhere out here today at least. Let's flip this and I'll show you. I did get this area finished. Got that side of the room, which if I remember right in the last clip, I still had a little bit to do. And we got this done first, over to about there. Now, over here, I never did get my plywood in. That's going to have to wait till tomorrow. But I just got done getting that in. The new video pumping station. Over here where the clamshells go, those were there. Have been there since yesterday. They're actually part of the wall between the water room and the Pirate. But I just got the nose out and got the nose into place. I still need the screening material, the fountains, the clamshells, the lights for it. Still a lot going on, but at least with that in, I am now ready to start doing the pond frames. But I've got to get all that drug out here. Still on back. I will do that later. It's going just a little after 8:30. I'm going to get cleaned up. We're going to call it quits. I'm tired. So hold on for your end of the day wrap. Hey guys, end of the day wrap up, and we've actually got a Kaylee with us too. Not too bad of a day. We got the Pirate, the maze portion of the Pirate totally done. We got the water room skinned, and I got the pumping station put together, minus all its little fine tuning stuff that needs to be done. Clamshells, projector screens, fountains, that sort of thing. That won't get done until way down the road. And that's about as far as we got. I probably would have gotten started on the pond frames today too, except it was hot. We got up to 95 here today. And I kept, I'd work for about an hour, take a half hour, 45-minute break. Work for another hour, take another half hour, 45-minute break. And I had a towel with me. I was using to wipe my face, get the sweat out of my eyes and stuff. It's hanging out and drying. I literally had to wring it out. I've been sweating so much out here. It was bad. But we did get somewhere. I'm also noticing with this camera, normally when I'm using the old vlog cam, you see me in silhouette. Tonight you're actually seeing me. This camera works really good at night. So you can actually see me for during the wrap up. Tomorrow I've got a little bit of business stuff I need to do tomorrow. Gotta get the truck loaded, the trailer hooked up, gotta go to the bank, you know, that sort of crap. That's my Friday errands, and Kaylee expects that because she gets to come with me. And she helps out with all of it. But after that, we'll be out here in the haunt. I still got the plywood I need to get up. We need to get the water wall out here. And we gotta get all the pond framing out here so I can start doing the ponds. And the reason why I want to get the ponds framed in is because the fence, a lot of the fencing attaches to the pond frames. And I can't figure out what sizes of fencing I need unless the pond frames are in. So I have to do the pond frames tomorrow. We'll probably be in the water room all day tomorrow. If we can get it done, then the maze portion in the water room will be done, and we can move on to the next display and just keep going on and on and on like that. Past that, I'm going to call it quits, go in and get something nice, cold to drink, and get you guys edited and uploaded, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Enjoy the ride, folks. We've got a long way to go yet. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.